Hey guys, it is Polar, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can add full screen to Khan Academy. Let's do this. So now that you're in this HTML document, if you don't know how to do that, the link is in the description. You can just click on that and you'll be right with us. Also, it's right up here. Okay, first we're going to want to put some filler text. We can just put my web page. And now we have a name for it. We're going to put some info about what our web page is about. This web page will open in full screen. So now that we have some information, we're going to start the script. We're going to use a button tag, button ID equals my button. We're going to say click me. Now that we know to click it, it doesn't actually do anything, but the fact that we're actually using an ID of my button will be very important in just a second. Coming up to that point, we're going to start using JavaScript. So we can do script type equals module to start writing JavaScript, and you can know that it's working by just typing alert, and it should just say an embedded page at ksandbox.org says this. That will tell you that it is indeed working. And what we're going to want to do is retrieve our button first. So retrieve button. Const button equals document.get element by ID my button. Make sure that the B is capitalized if you did indeed capitalize it over here, but it is case sensitive. Now we're going to want to attach event listener. Basically saying that whenever we click on it, it does something. So we can do that by simply typing button.add event listener. Oh shoot. Click. And then we put an empty function right here. Keep in mind that this right here is actually pretty much the same thing as this, but just a lot shorter since we're using script type equals module. Now we need to check that it's actually working. We can just put an alert right here. It shouldn't actually run because it's saying that whenever it's clicked, it does it. So we can click it and it will say an embedded page says nothing. And that's because we didn't put anything inside of here. So now what we're going to want to do is use a function that is very easy to understand called window.open, which quite literally opens a new window, or I guess I should say a new tab on Chrome. I don't know. Okay, so now that we have that, what we can actually do is it returns the window that you just opened, so we can just put const w equals window.open, and basically what this is doing, let's add a note, w equals our new window. That means we can run multiple functions on it at once, and it will actually run onto our new window. So we can put w.document.open, w.document.write, w.document.close. This is probably the most important part, the document. HTML is actually written in an HTML document. That's why it says doc type. So if we just open a new window and try to write stuff in it, it might work for a little bit, but once we get to buttons, JavaScript, and that sort of thing, it won't work. So now we're just opening a new document and we're writing something, say 0. So let's put 0 and click me, and it should render 0 into our new tab. Now what we're going to want to do, now that we have this new thing, we're going to use backticks. This is basically just a string literal. It allows us to type a string much easier. What we're going to do is type this. Okay, so now that I've typed this up, you're probably wondering what the heck did he just type? Okay, so this is a few very important parts string together. So this is document.querySelector.html. That's the first important part. We're actually retrieving this tag, and by putting inner HTML, we're retrieving all the text within those tags. But since we're retrieving within, remember again here and here, it's not retrieving this, or this bottom part right here. We actually added this on the outside of it within the same string literal by escaping from here and from here. Now whenever we click it, it opens our tab in full screen. And as you can see, actually if we click this, it does the exact same thing. We can do it multiple times unless if we want our Chromebook to lag out, because we don't want to do that. But that is pretty much the entirety of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.